Okay, so story time. I'm on my lunch break and I decided to go to Chipotle. I haven't been to Chipotle in years, honestly. So as you see, I got me a Chipotle bowl. And I got the asada with this new, I don't know how to say it, but they got this new red sauce called the red chimichurro sauce. Maybe I'm saying it incorrectly, so don't come for me. But let me tell y'all something. I ran into this guy right here. So when I go in, there was a young man, a white young man, making my food. He asked me what he started my order. He was very quick, very dismissive, but it was okay. I understood. He asked me, he just getting my order started and passing on to the next. He passed it over to this guy. This guy didn't ask any questions or anything, and he starts saying, "What do you want?" I said, "Oh, can make sure I get the red sauce. This red sauce right here. That comes in here. That new red sauce that I can't pronounce the name of." And I said, "Oh, this red sauce." It was right in front. And I pointed right at it, but he grabbed a spoon and dipped it into another red sauce that was inside the little thing where they pull all the food from. I can't really explain because I don't work there. So I asked him kindly, I said, "Hey, is that the same red sauce that's in here?" I'm just curious. He goes, "No, that's a different red sauce." He just got instantly irritated with me. I'm like, wait, well, okay, what's going on? In my head. And I said, "Well, I kind of didn't want that." He go, "Oh my God, you people." I'm like, "Excuse me? Are you saying, 'Oh my God, you people,' because I'm telling you that's the wrong sauce and I wanted this new red sauce that y'all have for the asada bowl?" Or I'm a little confused. I said, "Sir, I'm still being nice to you." He's like, "I could just write, I could just do it over. I'd do the whole thing over." I said, "Sir, I just want your name and corporate number. I think this is unacceptable." And I said, "I'm still being nice to you right now." He was still rude. He didn't care. He just like, "I'll just make it over." I said, "Sure, just go ahead and make it over." Because I'm trying to de-escalate at the same time. I'm really not trying to blow up like I want to blow up. Because everybody's looking at me. Of course, they thinking, oh my goodness, here's the black guy that has a problem. No, I didn't have the problem to begin with. This guy started it with me. Coming to find out, I'm asking for his information as he's making my bowl. He wouldn't give it to me. He slides my bowl over to the lady, the cash register, tell her to charge me for everything. I didn't come in for a handout in the first place, but yeah, go ahead and charge me. I'll pay for my food. I didn't ask you for a freebie, so don't make it seem like that. So there was another white guy standing on the side of this Indian girl. Her name was Avia. I'm gonna just say her name is Elvia. She wouldn't talk to me at all. She would not speak to me. She looked like she was afraid for something, and I was like, "I just want the corporate number and his name. That's it, ma'am." And she wouldn't give it to me. She was telling me, she pointed to the thing and told me to pay for my food, basically just to leave. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna make a big deal, but I'm gonna go ahead and pay for my food. But the white guy on the side of her came by and said, "He's the corporate." I said, "Can I have the corporate number one more time to her?" Then the white guy come over and said, "No, he's the general manager." I said, "That's your general manager? No wonder why everybody's running scared of him." I said, she said, "Yeah, but that's his information right there." I said, I, I said, "Sir, if you're the general manager, what is your corporate number?" He still wouldn't give it to me. My thing is, I said, "This is your general manager. He's acting like this. This is crazy." Though I had people in line witnessing what he just did and the behavior he just did, they were all on my side. But then there was this one white girl that was standing in line with me. She goes, "I like your shoes." And I said, "Thank you." She said, "Hey, maybe he's just having a bad day. Like, you're embarrassing him." I said, "He's having a bad day, didn't care what kind of day I had. I'm not embarrassing him or anything. He embarrassed me by saying what he said in front of everybody. Everybody just witnessed him do this and be rude to me. And he wouldn't even give me his name or corporate number. So everybody's looking at me like I'm crazy." But she's like, "Yeah, but you should just let it go. Like, he's just having a bad day." I'm like, okay. I just walked away from her kindly because now I'm getting upset because you're trying to make an excuse for poor behavior. And that's not acceptable in any kind of way. And I think I was racially, well, I know I was discriminated against. For what reason? But the thing is that kills me about it is like, bro, we play for the same team, I can tell. And number two, you're a minority. What right do you have to attack me? What did I do to you? And I'm still nice to this guy, by the way. I'm not being rude. I never cussed him out or anything. I was so concerned. Like, is this real? Is this really happening? Why are you treating me like I did something so bad to you? I came in here, still paid for my food, didn't ask for a handout, got what I wanted, just because you messed up on the red sauce because you was in a rush and didn't want to pay attention to what was going on. You upset it yourself. That's what it sounds like, but yet you reflected your upset attitude onto me when I told you I didn't want that. But the thing is, he was so quick to respond, he didn't catch the part where I said I didn't want that sauce, but I was willing to take it, but just add this sauce to it. I just was going to add it and take it with me. I was going to take the L. It was, I don't think it was going to be that bad, but since he already reacted, it already startled me. So I was like, yeah, just make it over. Like, I'm not trying to really cause a big deal here, but you were just racist towards me and mean because you put the wrong red sauce on my stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and warn y'all right now. This is the guy's information. Oh, let me see. Marvin Martinez. On top of that, the same number on the receipt is the same number on the general manager's card. Not sure if there's even a general manager, but at the same time, the email to the store is tx.3258.warrendnt@chipotle.com. Why would I email you a complaint that you and I are currently having, a dispute that you and I are currently having? Why would I email you? So you can doormat the complaint and get away with this behavior moving forward? No, I don't think so. So I called corporate. Corporate said they're taking it seriously, but it sounded like when I explained the story, it was like, we're gonna escalate it. It was no clarification, but only thing they clarified was my name in the email. It was like a rush conversation. I don't even think they got all the details, but he told me to stay near my phone. But I just want to let y'all know, here in Frisco, Texas, at this Chipotle on 6851 Warren Parkway, number 205. I'm gonna put it like this. I feel like I was discriminated against, and I don't think that this location should, I'm not gonna say take jobs from people, because I'm not that kind of person. You see, I'm not an evil person. I just think that this location may need some training. I'm gonna just say that. It just needs some training. And I think it's not cool to have a general manager that acts like this. Maybe he needs to go to corporate and get trained on customer service. I don't know, but I'm gonna put it out there like this. You were rude and unacceptable. And it was not cool on how you treated me over some red sauce that you put on my food that I did not ask for. And if you did not understand which red sauce I asked for, you should have clarified and said, are you talking about the new one or this one? That way you would not make the mistake to upset yourself in the first place. Okay? Marvin Martinez. Okay? So hopefully you'll learn from this and treat people better.